আচ্ছা রিপ্যাট্রিয়েশনের যে ডিপ্লোম্যাটিক অ্যাটেম্প এটা ফেল করেছে দ্বিতীয়বারের মতো মায়ানমার which stands accused of Rohingya genocide has done very little to create conditions that would encourage the refugees to return to their homeland. Mizanur Rahman, professor of Dhaka University, said that while bringing perpetrators of the alleged genocide to justice was important, but ensuring the repatriation of the refugees was more crucial for Bangladesh right now. Bangladesh now hosts some about 1.1 million Rohingyas, including 7,43,000 who fled the brutal military crackdown in Rakhine since August 25, 2017. Before they go back, the Rohingyas want guarantee of citizenship, safety in Rakhine State, freedom of movement, recognition of their ethnicity, and return to their original homes, not to camps. অর্থাৎ রোহিঙ্গারা তাদের নাগরিকত্বের নিশ্চয়তা চায়, তারপরে রাখাইন স্টেটে নিরাপত্তা চায়, নিরাপদ রাখাইন স্টেট চায়, তাদের চলাচলে স্বাধীনতা চায় চলাফেরায়, এবং তাদের যে রোহিঙ্গা জনগোষ্ঠীকে স্বীকৃতি দেওয়া হোক এইটা চায়, এবং তারা তাদের প্রকৃত বাড়িতে ফিরে যেতে চায়, ক্যাম্পে যেতে চায় না। বাট মায়ানমার হ্যাজ মেড নো সাচ কমিটমেন্টস। অ্যাজ এ রেজাল্ট বোথ দ্য রিপ্যাট্রিয়েশন অ্যাটেম্পটস, যেটা 2018 সালের 15 নভেম্বর এবং অগাস্টের 22 তারিখ 2019 অ্যারেঞ্জ করা হয়েছে, সেটা ফেল করেছে। Bangladesh has not been able to draw the expected support from China, India, Japan as well as the ASEAN, যেটার কারণে এই রিপ্যাট্রিয়েশনটা ডিলে হচ্ছে। China had a mediation role in the second repatriation process after the first attempt failed in the last year. আচ্ছা, the 1982 citizenship law, Myanmar does not recognize Rohingyas as its citizens since 1982. The Advisory Commission on Rakhine, headed by Kofi Annan and formed in 2016 to make concrete suggestions for development and peace in the conflict-prone state, recommended amending Myanmar's citizenship law of 1982. এটাকে অ্যামেন্ড করতে বলা হয়েছে, যেখানে that should be aligned with the international standards and thus make it equal for all regardless of religion and ethnicity. একটা শুধু যদি তাদের এই রোহিঙ্গাদের নাগরিকত্ব দেওয়া হয়, একটা সিঙ্গেল লই তাদেরকে তাদের হোমল্যান্ডে ফিরে যেতে উৎসাহিত করবে, এটা বলেছেন প্রফেসর ইমতিয়াজ আহমেদ, যিনি আন্তর্জাতিক সম্পর্ক বিভাগের অধ্যাপক। However, there has been no move to this end so far. এই বিষয়ে কোনো কিছু হয়নি। This means Myanmar is not sincere at all about the repatriation. It is rather playing diplomacy with Bangladesh, তিনি বলেন। মায়ানমার একটা কন্ডিশন সেট করেছে যে এই নৃতাত্ত্বিক জনগোষ্ঠীকে অবশ্যই ন্যাশনাল ভেরিফিকেশন কার্ড অর্থাৎ এনভিসি কার্ড গ্রহণ করতে হবে। এই ন্যাশনাল ভেরিফিকেশন কার্ড হচ্ছিল, তারা বলছে যে রোহিঙ্গাদের নাগরিকত্ব পাওয়ার ক্ষেত্রে প্রথম ধাপ। আচ্ছা, সেফটি ইন রাখাইন, সেফটি রিমেইনস এ মেজর কনসার্ন ফর দ্য রোহিঙ্গাস who saw their relatives killed and raped and their houses burned to ashes by the Myanmar military. Now the presence of army is even stronger in Rakhine state. Independent UN investigators found the crimes by Myanmar military had genocidal intent and damaged and demanded investigations against them. However, UN Security Council could not take any concrete action against Myanmar because of opposition from China and Russia, two veto powers, over the last 2 years. Myanmar denies allegation, saying the military action was in response to attack on police camps by Rohingyas. Joseph Tripura, যিনি হচ্ছেন স্পোকপারসন অফ UNHCR in Dhaka, তিনি বলেছেন যে UN Refugee Agency does not have access to many parts of Rakhine, which prevents the agency from fully assessing the condition of return. The agency does not believe the current situation is congenial to a large-scale repatriation. তিনি যোগ করেন। Razia said Rohingyas demand international peacekeeping force, especially the ASEAN force, to ensure their safety return. But until now, there has been no such move by Myanmar. Want to return to our homes. About 128,000 Rohingyas displaced during the communal clashes between the 2012 and 2016 were kept in the IDP, internally displaced people camps in Myanmar. Some of those who moved out were put in newly built camps where they face restriction of movement and other human rights violations. A network of official checkpoints and threat of violence by local Buddhists prevent Muslims from moving freely in Rakhine. As a result, they are cut off from source of livelihoods and most services and reliant on humanitarian assistance. We know that thousands of Rohingyas back in Myanmar are still in those camps facing difficulties, said a Rohingya leader from Camp 25. Myanmar government says they have built camps for us. We don't want to return to camps. They are no better than confinement. We want to return to our homes. Besides, if Myanmar was really sincere about the repatriation, it would take back the 6,000 plus Rohingyas who have been living in no man's land near Gundum of Naikhang Chori since last August 2017. Rohingya not engaged in talks. The Rohingya also feel ignored as they are not included in the talks about the repatriation. তাদের রোহিঙ্গা মাঝি মানে their leader says, if we can talk directly, we can raise our issues the way we see with the Myanmar government. Mohibullah told the Daily Star, adding that it can reduce the mistrust and misperceptions. Even Bangladesh Foreign Minister Abul Kalam Abdul Momen also underscored the need for addressing these distrust and misconceptions, a big factor why the Rohingyas are afraid of going back to Rakhine. I think Myanmar should take some Rohingya leaders to Rakhine to show how they have improved the situation over there, he told. Bangladesh strategic mistake. According to Professor Mizanur said, Bangladesh made a strategic mistake by signing the bilateral deal with Myanmar. Since it was a decade-long crisis and Myanmar was mostly responsible for it, Bangladesh should not have signed the bilateral deal hastily. It should rather have given the responsibility to the international community to address the issue, he said.